Here the picture 18, Lord reading hunting in Nepal. If you are reading that one, count the dead tigers in the photo. When British colonial officials and the Rajas went hunting, they were accompanied by many of the halt routine of the servants. Usually, that tracking was done by the skilled village hunters, and the sahib simply fired the shot. They are with the help of the other people. They are going, and the village people. When the village people they are going for hunting, they won't hunt like that. How much they are needed in a particular day, that much only they will hunt. And but the when the kings and the British officials they are going, they will hunt for namesake also. New traders, new employment, new service. So now the Adivasi people or the forest people, they can't enter in the forest, they can't find out their livelihood in the forest. So what they are thinking about finding out the new trade, new employment and new service. While people lost out many ways after the forest department took control of the forest, some people benefited from the new opportunities that had opened up in trade. Many communities left their traditional occupation and started trading in forest products. They was cutting and collecting the timber and doing the trade. That was the new one of the new job opportunities got for them. Then okay, and second paragraph. In India, the trade in forest products was not new. From a medieval period onwards, we had recorded the Adivasi communities trading elephants and other goods like hides, horns, silk cocoon, ivory, bamboos, spices, fibers, grasses, like that. Many things we was collecting and doing the trade. So those who know about all these things, they got the better opportunities. And this nomadic community, normally we will call them Banjaras. We can see like that many groups of Banjaras, even they are living in Karnataka, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, like that. I think the development started from Rajasthan and they spread all over India. With the coming of British, however, trade was completely regulated by government. After British entering in India, or when they become powerful, they started to control even this trade. British government gave away large European trading firms the sole right to trade the forest products of particular area. So it was under the control of British people, and they given to some people like that. They want to do the control the trade of this forest good, and those who are doing without any permission, they used to call the criminal tribes. Those who are working entering in the forest and collecting things for themselves like that, and they used to get the punishment to work inside the forest without payment. At the same time, they want to pay tax. New opportunities of work did not always mean improvement well-being of the people, and even the people those become the criminal traders, they got job opportunities, but their situation not become good when they enter in the forest with the permission as a criminal worker. Then rebellions in the forest in people of Batsar, they are working against or rebelled against this the forest law. In that we Chhattisgarh and the borders of Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and Maharashtra, all together we are calling it Batsar area, and they worked against this forest act of British people. Then fear of the people. When the colonial government proposed their reserve 2/3 of the forest in 1905, and the stopping shifting cultivation, hunting and collection of forest produce, the people of Batsar were very worried, and because they can't collect their livelihood from forest, surely they will become worried, and some villages were allowed to stay in the reserved forest on the condition that they work free for the forest department in cutting and transporting trees and protecting the forest from fire. So there are some of the villages, they are getting the work there inside the forest, and that for the forest department they want to work freely, work free without any payment. And subsequently these came to known as the forest village. Means inside the forest the village people they are living together as their village, and they want to work for the government or forest department, that is known as the forest villagers. People began to gather and discuss the issue of their village council in bazaar and the festival, and or whenever the headman and the priest of the several village was assembled. Then slowly this village forest people, when they are coming for gathering like a festival time or in the market time, they started to discuss about their situation. The initiative was taken by the there was of the Kangar forest where the reservation first took place, and one of the leader taken the leadership, and they started to fight against, and the movement started in 1910. That Mango bought a lump of earth and chilies and arrows began circulating between the villages. They are circulating the ordinary things, the village weapons only they are circulating, and with the weapons they started to work against the British people or rebel against the British people. Every village contributed something to the rebellion expense. How much they can give, it may be making some of the weapons, arrows and bows like that, or they given food, grains, or they given some of the things, some way they contributed to the rebellious people. And we can see source F. Herders living in Batsar recounted the story of the battle they had heard from their parents, and Podiani Ganga of the Kangapal has told his father Podiani Tokli that the British came and started taking land. The Raja did not pay attention to things happening around him. So, seeing that land was being taken and his supporters gathered people, war started. His staunch supporters died and the rest were whipped. My father, Podiami Tokli, suffered many strokes but escaped and survived. It was the moment to get rid of the British. The British used to tie them in horses and pull them. From every village, 2 or 3 people went to Jagdalpur, Gargideva and the Mikola in Chitpol, Dole and Adrahundi and of Makamirs, and Vadapandu of the Baleras, and Ungaf of the Palem, and many others. So he is saying his own experience, how the British people came and done the cruelty to them. They tied the people with horses, and they used to pull them, and in long distance like that they was punishing the village people, and they came for what was the intention? To suppress the rebellion of the people. Then we can see the forest transformation in Java, that is in Indonesia, how they are transforming this means the British people or the European people, woodcutters of Java. And there were the Dutch people, they are working, and the Dutch, they are thinking about scientific forestry. Then Samians they are challenging the Dutch people to stop this work of the controlling our forest. Then war and deforestation, that we have seen in the time of First World War and Second World War, how the forest wood and other things they used for the sake of British people, especially from Indonesia, Dutch people, British people, even for Japan people they used. And new development in the forestry, what happened after 1980s in the Asian and African countries, each and every government, they are making the new laws related to for us. This is all about the lesson. Why we went a little bit faster. We want to study only one lesson, but we are going to see both lessons in one day one lesson, next day next lesson. You people can take time to read, and we are going to start our projects also. Okay, I will give one more small video about project, what is project and how we want to write. We are going to continue in next video.